is rebranded. They've now named themselves Strategy, so now we just got to call them Strategy. So co-opting that whole name there. And let me get this window up. Apparently it fell off because, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. But we can fix that real quick with the click of a button. So Strategy's continued Bitcoin acquisition amid market fluctuations. MicroStrategy, now rebranded as Strategy, is poised to announce another significant Bitcoin purchase, reflecting its ongoing strategy of heavily investing in the cryptocurrency despite recent earnings misses. The company, under the leadership of Michael Saylor, has been known for its aggressive Bitcoin acquisition strategy, with recent posts on social media platforms suggesting an imminent large-scale purchase. This move comes at a time when Bitcoin's market price has been fluctuating around significant thresholds, indicating both high interest and potential volatility in the market. Now, Michael Saylor, about 10 hours ago, did go ahead and tweet, it is true, they acquired 7,633 Bitcoin for $742.4 million US dollars at an average price of $97,255 per Bitcoin, and has achieved a Bitcoin yield of 4.1% year to date in 2025. Strategy now holds 478,740 Bitcoin acquired for $31.1 billion at $65,000 per Bitcoin on average. And if we take a look at it, that did inspire the market to go up a tad. We were down a little bit. If you take a look at Bitcoin over the past 24 hours here, we were as low as 94. If we look at the past 7 days, it's been a rough ride, right? I think we even got down to like 93 at one point. So what's the strategy here, right? A lot of people talk about, you know, I guess, purchasing Bitcoin. Other people talk about mining Bitcoin. And other people talk about buying MicroStrategy stock. And I guess there's those three options. Now, you guys already know what I'm going to say. Mine it, don't buy it. And why would you mine it, not buy it? Because you have an underlying asset that you can leverage. That underlying asset might not be as important as Bitcoin that you can leverage now. And why is that? Well, Lightning regulation. So previously, one of the big strategies in my mining farm has been to actually hold GPUs because they have a less likelihood of going down as they're not tied to a single cryptocurrency or the cryptocurrency market in general. This means you can leverage that for things like loans, etc., for operating expenses and so on, which I have done in the past during the last bull run, and help increase, of course, your mining profitability, while at the same time not being directly tied to cryptocurrency with your assets, which can get you in some hot water. I'd like to tell you guys a little story, of course, about my journey within cryptocurrency, and this is important, and you'll see why when we talk about the shifting landscape. But when I first started in crypto, I had two LLCs, right? Well, I didn't have an LLC at all. So first, let's start at the very beginning, right? Sole proprietorship, YouTube channel, discover crypto, start talking about crypto, and I have a business bank account. So eventually, I open up two LLCs, one as a YouTube LLC and one as a crypto LLC. Now, the crypto LLC is basically unable and debanked to participate within normal society. Well, this makes it extremely difficult to do things like lease a building to mine in, open a bank account, and get loans for a business. All these sorts of things make it very, very difficult. So a strategy I was able to utilize, and I think a lot of people did, was utilizing other LLCs to basically not necessarily mask it, as both LLCs would be on leases, for example, but being able to operate within fiat and then still be able to participate within cryptocurrency. So I had my YouTube LLC. That was what the main leaseholder was for my mining farm, for example. And then the mining LLC was under that. And then everything that needed to happen was basically Mining LLC pays out, well, the YouTube LLC. And then the YouTube LLC can deposit that into a bank account and then has that collateral, right? And then you can do things like rent those GPUs out to your YouTube channel and stuff like that. There's a lot of like different ways. And the reason you kind of had to do all this is because it was just impossible to work within the regular ecosystem with all of the cryptocurrency stuff, which meant this idea of essentially buying Bitcoin as the asset and leveraging that Bitcoin was not necessarily something that was very popularized until last bull run. And when it started to get popularized, a lot of the DeFi that was supporting it, right, wasn't under like large financial institutions, and a lot of them collapsed, right? We could talk about anything from BlockFi to, I guess, all of those, right? And it created a lot of issues, and then it got even worse, right? 2022, we got like a bunch more regulation. Things got really, really difficult. But maybe things are changing, right? Because we see a more lightening of regulation surrounding cryptocurrency, more positive sentiment surrounding like institutions with cryptocurrency. And so you might be able to start leveraging your Bitcoin a little bit more with traditional institutions to help build your mining business. And this means that you can maybe strike a little bit more of a balance with your hardware to Bitcoin ratio. And it's something I'm considering myself, right? That allows you to basically have and hold the Bitcoin a little bit more and not have to sell it off to cover costs and all that sort of thing. Will that be the strategy like down the line? Will that be something that we'll be able to do? Possibly, right? And hopefully like at a level that isn't as risky as it has been in the past. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think as far as this goes. I know that mining's gotten extremely difficult for at-home miners, especially as it pertains to Bitcoin. Even hosting's extremely difficult because if you're a host, obviously you have to pay for operating costs and all that sort of stuff. So it drives the price up, and management and all that. And so then you end up in a position where the price there makes it difficult for your clients to go ahead and mine. And that means that more and more people are not mining anymore, and they're looking to other alternatives. Does that mean you give up on cryptocurrency completely, or does that mean that you do get into something like literally these business strategies now are buy and hold Bitcoin? States are doing it, countries are doing it, companies are doing it, right? Everything is getting Bitcoin on the balance sheet. So is that something you should be considering now as literally a strategy to participate within cryptocurrency outside of just mining? And I've been thinking about it a lot lately. And I think by and large, I will balance out, the amount. Here's the way I used to operate, right? Just to give you an idea. Any profit that comes in goes straight back into buying equipment, right? There's no crypto on my balance sheet or anything like that. We take the crypto, we put it into equipment, and then we hold that equipment. And then we wait for another bull run. We mine with that equipment, we sell that equipment, we rinse and repeat. I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Crypto Mining Show. If you would like to see more from this particular episode, take a look up here. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support me directly, you can go to sonofatech.locals.com and become a member. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday.